Hey guys, welcome to Mobile Paradise. Today we're going to be playing Clash Royale, one of the most famous mobile games out there. I played Clash Royale for about 2 years, so I know a fair amount of strategies and tricks. And so yeah, I'm going to help all you beginners out there by going through the tutorial and all of the game. So without further ado, let's start. Right here we have a king. He's saying, "Welcome to Clash Royale, let's go, we shall do that." And the goal of the game is to get all your opponent's towers, and protect your base. Let's go do all our cards first before we deploy all of them. We have our knight right here. He's our mini tank. He has a fair amount of HP and attack. As you see, he costs 3 elixir, which is about a third of our elixir bar. And right here, we also have archers, which also cost 3 elixir. There are 2 of them, but they're way less tanky than our knight. However, they do damage against air troops and ground troops, so they're pretty helpful. Right here, our giant is our designated tank. It's a lot of HP and still a lot of attack power, and he's also really helpful against all levels of play. And right here, our fireball is our medium spell. The fireball has a knockback effect and does a lot of damage, and it's a really useful spell throughout the whole game, so totally keep it in mind. And right here, right under our next, we have our minions. Minions are, yet again, another 3 elixir card. They're air troops, so they can't be targeted by ground troops that only target the ground, such as our knight. And they're pretty good. They have pretty decent attack power but low HP, like the archers. They can attack air troops and ground troops, so they're useful and versatile. And there's 3 of them, so they're a swarm troop, so it takes more time for single target units to destroy them. And that's about it. So let's deploy our knight right here, all the way in the back. Accumulate our elixir. Let's go to put our archers right behind our mini tank. And then right in front of the knight, we want a giant to absorb all the tower's attacks. Let's put our minions, because our giant's taking all the HP. Also right here, our next card that I haven't go over is our arrows. Arrows are less powerful than a fireball, but it costs 1 less elixir. Arrows are more used for killing like minions and other swarm troops, while the fireball is more useful for killing bigger troops. That's about it. As here, we defeated Trainer Earl for relative ease. And right here, we have our first chest. Let's unlock it. It takes only 5 seconds because this is the only tutorial. Let's open it. We have 18 gold. Gold is something you'll find in all chests, except the legendary chest, which we'll go over later. And we have our knight, which has 1 more card. 1 more card for arrows. So both of them can be level 2. Also minions. Let's go to our battle deck. See, we can upgrade our cards. Let's upgrade it with 5 gold, which is pretty cheap. See, we get a damage boost, DPS boost, and hit points boost, so that's pretty good. And let's go back to the tutorial and play the second stage. Okay, now let's do some defense. Yes, defense is a really important part of the game. Even though Supercell emphasizes offense, you still need to defend your base so you don't get pummeled by your opponent. They're sending out skeletons and goblins, which are pretty, useless. I mean, they're not worth defending, but it's okay. Game wants to defend against it. You see, they're going down really quickly. Let's turn our giant right in front of our knight. That's pretty good. Yes, destroy enemy towers. Now, we can counter push. Let's put everything behind our giant so we can take all the HP. And let's just fireball the king tower and crown tower. And that's about it. Second tutorial stage, pretty self-explanatory. But really, you should always focus on defense before offense, because elixir management is key. Let's get our second chest. Let's open it. 18 more gold, 2 more knights, and a Musketeer, our new card. Let's go over to Musketeer. Let's see this. And don't be fooled by her delicately coiffed hair. The Musketeer is the mean shot with her trusty broomstick. Musketeer is a pretty good troop. Much like the archers, she's a ground troop that can target air units too. Unlike the archers, she costs 1 more elixir, but has way more HP and more damage. So that's pretty good. We can upgrade our minions, which we should probably do now, because we have over 100 gold. These upgrades only cost 5. Okay, let's go to our third tutorial stage and kick some more butt. Let's combine our cards for a stronger attack. That we shall do. Yes, for once it's pointed at a giant. Let's put our giant all the way back, or all the way there, since the tutorial restricts you. Let's put our knight all the way there. Sorry, oops. I thought I was pointing to the knight, not the archers. Oh well. Let's show our new Musketeer. Get our minions all the way in the back of the giant. So this is how you want to accumulate a push. You want a tank in the front, and all your ranged units and attackers all the way in the back. That's how you want to play the game. If you're using decks with giants and tanks in them. Because right now, easy 3 crown, trainer mic down. And we're gonna get our third chest from this. Third chest. Let's just wait for a second. Let's see what we get in this chest. 18 more gold. 1 more knight, almost level 3. Ooh, archer's level 2, pretty good. And a prince. Now, this is your first epic card of the game. Prince is just one of them, and we'll go over each card as we get to the multiplayer arena. But for now, we got a prince. We're really good for the start of the game. Let's upgrade our archers, because we can. More damage per second, and hit points. Always useful. Always make sure to upgrade your cards. And, oh, let's go to our prince first. Okay, so don't let the little pony fool you. Once the prince gets a running start, you will be trampled. Deals double damage once he gets charging. Yes, as you see, he does 245 damage, and most notably 490 damage when it's charged. This is really useful in the game, especially against unexperienced players. Prince just destroys towers by himself. 490 damage, that's like half a crown tower at this level, so really good. Almost 1200 hit points, that's really good too. Let's check the knight. 700 hit points, that's almost 50% more health. The giant, 1900 hit points. Well, Prince is not your really tanky unit, but still has a lot of HP, especially at this level. And let's try the 4th tutorial level. And it's Trainer Klaus. Great, let's see what you learn against a tougher opponent. Okay, I think this is where the AI gets a little smarter. Let's wait. You always want to wait until you get 10 elixir, or until your opponent makes the first move. So we don't want to leak elixir, because your elixir maxes out at 10. So right now, right before it hits 10, we're going to put our archers down in the back. Let's put our Musketeer in the back too. And there's a bomber. Let's put our giant, so it can tank all of the skeletons and bomber's bomb. And we got a pretty decent push here. See, as you see, this is called our counter push. See, we put all our archers and our musketeers to defend against the skeletons and the goblins, and in return, we get a pretty decent sized push. And you see, we're gonna take down Klaus relatively easily, and yeah. 3 crown again. And right now we should get our 4th chest. Oh, we can actually get her name now, so let's change it to mobile. There it is. And let's get our chest. Let's unlock it. 18 more gold once again. One more archers. Level 3 knight. And one more arrows. We got our knight now. Only 20 gold. And we still have a plentiful amount of gold. And damage, almost 100. DPS, pretty good. Hit points, 770. Oh, that's pretty good too. Now let's do our final training level. And right there, we just hit level 2. You get, once you upgrade your cards, you get experience points, which can level up your tower. We got enough XP to level up to 2. And you see our King Tower got more HP and damage, so are the Princess Towers. And we unlock Quest, so we'll go over that later. See, let's go to our last battle. And for the final challenge against Trainer Timu, I guess we should use our prince right now. So once we get 10 elixir, I'll put a giant in the back and a prince afterwards. You always want to put your troops in the back so you can accumulate more elixir. Okay, archers, a knight is a pretty good counter. And our trainer did there was fireball the King Tower, which is you never want to do. If you fireball your King Tower, it will get activated. I see my King Tower just got a health bar and is now awake. Let's put our prince. Let's see how much damage it does. Let's put our minions on the left. I see the knight is not countering our minions because the minions are air troops. And we just got our first tower, relatively easy. You can actually place troops in the middle too, so if I put on a Musketeer, it will target the left tower. Sadly, it's targeting the Musketeer. Hopefully it doesn't die. Oh well, it will. Don't worry. Oh well. And before we kick out those archers, we got our Drew Crown against Trainer Timu. Clash Royale is free to play, yeah, yada yada yada. And we no longer got a wooden chest. And we're in Gotham Stadium. We have a silver chest, these take 3 hours. Gives you some cards and gold, but not the best chests out there. See, these are news royale tabs, pretty entertaining. But let's go to our main battle hub, which we just unlocked. We have, after we did our training, we're now entered into Gotham Stadium. As you see here, we can unlock a bunch of new cards. We'll go over them as we progress. But let's go over the epics of training camp. We have our prince, which I just went over. Our baby dragon, he's a pretty tanky troop. He's 4 elixir, so it's cheaper than the prince. And he's an air troop, so ground units that only attack ground will not attack him. He's a little weak. Still good in early game and late game. He has splash damage, means he can attack multiple troops at once, like a swarm. Pretty fast, pretty good range unit. These are skeleton army or Skarmy. These feature 14 skeletons and they're level 6 at level 1, so that means they have a pretty good amount of HP and damage at early game. Skeleton army, basically really good swarm unit, good at attacking tanks such as the prince, because the prince only can hit 1 skeleton at a time, and there are 14 skeletons, so that's going to take a long time. And Witch is a pretty diverse unit. A Witch, 5 elixir is the same cost as a prince. She can spawn skeletons and do splash damage on her own, so she's pretty useful. She spawns them every 5 seconds, so that's pretty fast. Skeleton level is also level 6. She can also survive a fireball after this update. So she has a fair amount of HP. Her damage is not too shabby either, because I think she can take out minions on her own. She can take a lot of swarms out of her own and still accumulate skeletons. So if you get her behind a giant or another tank, she's really good. Right here. Oh, and the only card we haven't discussed yet is Mini Pekka. Mini Pekka is a really good mini tank, just like a knight, but instead, at the cost of less HP, she does way more damage. 340, that's pretty good. That's almost like a prince regular attack. That's more than prince's regular attack. And that's basically it for all the cards in training camp. We'll go over the ones in Gotham Stadium as we progress. And right here we are quest slot. see Arena 1 or Golden Chest, we need 50 points. So let's see if our quests. We have one quest here, play epic. Play cards with epic rarity 40 times in 1v1 arena battles. That means we have to play Prince or any other epic like 40 times. And we place it down in arena 40 times. And right here we have our daily gifts. And it says we get 5 points if we get just collect a rare card. And we unlock our Goblin Hut. A Goblin Hut is just an introduction to our spawners. A Goblin Hut doesn't do any damage on its own, but it spawns Spear Goblins, which are ranged goblins that have very low health and damage, but are still really fast. And we'll go over that later. Basically, this is our first building too, so it has 700 hit points, so it's pretty bulky. And has a lifetime of 50 seconds, so it'll stay on the battlefield for 50 seconds if left untouched. But if units attack it, it'll lose its lifetime and health. Let's go to our shop to see if we have hog riding emails to purchase that with money and all these chests. But let's go to our daily deals. We have our knights, giants. We have 3 slots right now. So, and we have a free golden chest. So 121 gold, 2 archers, 2 arrows, goblins are they're 2 elixir, and they're pretty fast and do decent amount of damage. Ooh, 2 musketeers. That means that we can upgrade it to level 2. Let's do that. And that should be it. That's basically it for our card levels, and I think that's a fair amount of stuff we did today. We ran over the tutorial, went over some cards, and I think that's a good end to this video. So thank you guys all for watching and staying to the end. I'll be back with more Clash Royale later.